Go on then.
Here rests the lizard hero Vidya. Here rests the dwarven hero Bromley. She served. Here rests the elven hero Halla. Here rests the human hero. Suddenly, the earth churns and buckles up.
Godwoken!
You must fall.
Let your blood quench.
The covenant shall...
Haste, Godwoken!
These graves shall be yours now, Godwoken.
doesn't it?
The familiar stone figure is you are relieved of the masked servant does not speak.
Fasten tight. too heavy.
I've spotted something.
These are lizard remains, but in the human section of the graveyard. Something's amiss.
You struggle to focus on the so-called healer looking down at you. Nothing but a human quack. You croak out a last plea, to be burned in the lizard tradition. But it only comes out as an unintelligible squeak.
You savage! I hope you choke on me!
Vilnix Creever. Almost sounds like a lizard name. But here...
There must be some potion that can calm.
A man paces back and forth, puffing anxiously on a pipe. His face is creased with tiredness.
If you're looking for healing or the like, then you'd best look elsewhere.
The man chomps on the bit of his pipe, generating a small...
I came by a new patient, a young woman.
He gestures with his pipe for you to leave.
I'm still trying to figure that out. I had no choice but to lock her in my cellar. Fine. Just be careful. I wasn't... The day isn't getting any longer, lad. You ready to help or not? We'll get on with it.
Across the cellar, a shape bearing some resemblance...
She senses us. Be calm and quiet. No sudden moves. Be careful.
Another gurgle, sharper, angrier. Then the...
good find.
Oh my gods, you turn milk green and a magister's red coat black. My mistress, the magisters with the red coats chased her.
Here be witchery. Trespass not.
Smells of lavender and charred flesh. It's almost homely. Almost. Is that her eye? Did she pluck out her own eye?
Go on then.
I'll need to get clever with this lock.
Before you, a statue. As you step close.
doesn't feel like...
The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand.
Damnable red cloak baboons ransacking my wardrobes, as if I would keep ancient.
She takes a deep breath and with...
I swear by the seven, if we did not have more...
Reaching across the table, she pulls a bowl of...
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe.
The Meister turns...
Oh, pardon. I'm so... Thank you for rescuing me after they had already strung me up. After they had talked...
She stops mid-shout, descending into a fit of coughing.
If we are quite finished with politeness, there is so much to do. Apparently I had a claw in murdering their darling divine-in-waiting Alexander.
The Meister wrenches the bandage, pulling the fabric tight against her wound. She winces before tying it off in a neat knot, but you can see the red stain already spreading across the fabric.
Never mind that. That I was here the entire time. Apparently my cunning transcends time, space, and common sense.
Meister Siva freezes, her eyes locked on you, her claws mid-swipe, cutting a new stretch of bandage.
Why on earth should I have thought anything else? Not that I was sorry to hear about his death. I doubt my grin helped matters during the interrogation. Enthusiasm? On a weekday? We shall begin once we have the tools we need from my vault. You may have been chosen, Godwoken, but becoming divine requires... Come, Godwoken. It is time to see just how awake you are. Fortunately, the Magister kindly remove that painting from the wall. It really is quite simple. In the corner there's a painting. Remove it and push the button behind it. Then we may move on to the combination to the vault is 15R 34L, 23R 35R, 9R 16L. I pray my instructions will not be too technical for you. Push the button. Your
construction that fills me with wonder and pride.
We can go nowhere until you open the safe in the floor. The combination is 15R, 34L, 23R, 35R, 9R, 16L, 33L, 45R, 51L, 1L.
A stone door lies flush with the floorboards. Etched whorls in the granite frame a delicate rotary dial. Gleaming under the dim light, no amount of sheer force you exert. Taking your time, you carefully enter the combination. The metallic sounds of the tumblers falling within the
Excellent. Follow me. Your time is at hand, Godwoken.
Ancient rooms, weird contraptions. This place is an arcanist's dream. Rubbish.
The squirrel's nose twitched. Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems grim as she turns to you.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken? You would trade every soul in Rivellon for the sake of knowledge. You would make a ferocious... No, becoming the divine means taking on the power of all the gods and the rest. The divine was created by the gods to shelter us from the void. The divine cannot use his power for anything else. When you become the divine, there is no more self.
For just a moment,
It is no small thing to ask, but it is your duty. Without a new divine, Rivellon will die.
the Meister's claws lash out, hooking around your collarbone and pulling you down until you're eye-to-eye socket with her.
As much as I appreciate the fine pedigree of your stupidity, do listen carefully. The void threatens the world. It threatens everything. You cannot risk failure. The only thing you can use the...
She releases you with a twist of her claws, her breath ragged and uneven, her cold eyes glittering in the candlelight.
Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, itchy bones, or a dire sense of existential dread. They are all perfectly normal. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard. Source in the glowing fountain. Ritual in the tome by the bookcase.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
Quite. Mind you, being torn asunder by a Voidwoken would be even...
The Meister points sharply to the ingredients cupboard.
And do not lose anything. These ingredients are rare indeed. I'm not hiking back out to the...
Opening the door, you see after a quick rummage, you spot the blackroot. You gather up the blackroot, obsidian lance, and...
A vast continent full of people.
As the smoke swirls about your skull, your vision, as the world fades away, you...
Deepest recess of my soul. But it looks like the Hall of Echoes.
Bathed in the half-light of this eerie, starless landscape, you spot a figure you could only describe as you. It looks haggard and weak, its voice merely a feeble echo of your own.
Thane! My child. Come. Come closer. Let us be revealed. Come. Let us be...
The apparition clasps your face in shaking, skeletal hands, and you feel a tingle run through your bones. Everything becomes brighter, sharper.
Time to open the eyes you lost so long ago. Speak the spell, and see.
Gone is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the goddess Amadia.
You know me now, don't you, Fane? Your sister, your guardian. You were my hero once. You must be so again. Your kindred soul was my last refuge, my last bastion. From here, I can...
Amadia stretches out and nourishes herself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down.
Ah, yes. That is better. That is so much better. Truly, dying does not become a god. The forces of the king are hunting us down, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. We are battling for our very survival, and I doubt you would have us lose, Fane. Should we perish, we will be cast into oblivion, and I dare not dream what he will do to you. Indeed, he may come to fear you. If you do, you must realize, dear one, that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. United, we are a force to be reckoned with, but if we are to survive the onslaught of the... And once you are strong enough, we must travel to the Well of Ascension. There, you will become even more powerful. Eager child, before we discuss the where, we must first muse the what. The Well of Ascension, we gave those powers up freely to create the first divine, a mortal we infused with our united strength. To bathe, but you, Fane, you could be so much more, and that is why you must be the first to reach it, no matter what the cost. You are no mere mortal. You are one of us. You could become the... The void has never been this strong. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension, not to bathe in its powers, but to take them. Even all those powers will barely be enough to defeat the king. Alas, I fear it is too late for me, and the others have shown they cannot be trusted. You are innocent, Fane. That is why. Of course, the others are saying the same to their mortal God-woken as we speak. But there can be only one, so make no mistake, dear Fane. The road to divinity may well mean the blood of those 6 traitors staining your ivory hands. But do not let that dismay you. You will save these mortals, You will save this world. You will save me, the last of your true kin. And you will become... They will be at your mercy, which is vastly preferable. So fret not, but revel in the promise of the lake. Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source as you once did, and wield its...
Laughter rolls and echoes in...
Oh, dear child, we are I now. I shall teach you the spells you need to remember soon, but not before you relearn how to channel the Source in greater volumes. That is why you need to see. They may be nothing but mortals, but like all mortals, they have their... Once you have, return to me here. You had forgotten how to view the world, my child. Source is. It is that your vision has been restored, giving you the... Speak the spell during your peregrinations, and you will see them, where the dead lie. Alas, I am no longer who I once was, bound to you as I've become. Good luck, dear.
The Meister stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but...
Still alive? Gods above, there might be...
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hunger.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
She sighs impatiently as you hold your head in...
You can't channel enough Source? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps? I know exactly what must be done. You must find a master of Source. The purging which the Magisters included as part of their service was quite efficient. Not enough to silence me, but enough that I would not turn their insides. Enough to sever my link to the font from which all Source flows. And certainly... So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only Source Masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turned into meat sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but you will not be there long, I assure you. There is, however, it is the path we walk, no matter what the cost. No matter...
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments, she regains her composure, wiping a thin...
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn. And you do not seem to be sorcerers, evil, controlling your focus, your only focus must be on finding these masters, on finding the secrets to divinity. Nothing else. The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet capped, but do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time. And I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skull...
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do whatever it takes.
Pray speak.
He sighs.
Oh, perhaps that's because I don't quite enjoy if I must. The long and short of it is that I was banished because I was found in bed with a demon. Because I invited her in, of course. You clearly have a hard time understanding. I am a prince of the House of War. There are others with that title. I lived in the Forbidden City, a vast complex of palaces. That is the price I paid for my genius. I was too valuable to be exposed. Bring me information and I will deduct. Then I had it all. And frankly, I got bored. Exactly. I did not suffer the boredom of some spoiled. If I could not experience the miraculous what a sorcerer can do, I summoned demons, the most dangerous game in the world. But they converse with demons and you learn of the shadows behind creation. Drink wine with them and you have vision. My mind rejoiced. Now for the body, I reasoned, so with a certain succubus I spent nights that would surpass your So you do comprehend. I spent a whole year in the company of demons, every night atop the white library tower of my palace. It was my great study of existence. It was my supreme joy. No, I told you they met their match in me. What happened next? One moonless night, the succubus that was my lover turned to me, fangs exposed. There was no light in that glint. It was the darkness of the... And in short, I tried to move away, but it was too late. She was upon me. She had done it. She had outmaneuvered the... She went for my neck, quick as a charging cobra, but then something deep inside me welled up, a power I never knew I had. Then she screamed. A scream so... The Imperial Guard forced itself into my chambers and found... I believe the phrase is, caught red-handed.
The squirrel seems to be flicking through.
It's still...
The spirit of an elegant elven woman materializes before you. She seems surprised.
You can see me. Oh God! I am the Meister's apprentice. I study under her. Meister tells me it cannot happen. That I am not God. No air fills my lungs. Only fire. When the darkness...
The spirit looks at...
It is hard to hear of such power, and not covet it.
The Meister sits slump.
What news? Can you channel enough source? Are you powerful enough to proceed? Then why, pray?
Last time I was here, I summoned my wolf right in the tavern. All hell broke loose. Good times.
We dwarves had a kingdom, and we will have it back. I won't always be sweet. Elsa, my inkwell is dry. Fetch
What's
me
on
some
your
ice.
mind?
The Magister startles, realizing there's a...
What do you want? You can't just come in here as you please. There's Magisters missing. I'm trying to conduct a... Well, mind your bloody step in future. I've an Yes, a vile little tinkerer goes by the name of Higba. 3 catching, killing, I don't care. If you see anything, tell me or my men at once. Otherwise... Well, do you know it? Stop wasting my time then.
I'm on a break now, Yvette. You better not fall asleep on your watch again. Oh, great, a citizen. Can't you see I'm on a break here?
Carver's got his dossier on the sorcerers.
What? Go tell Magister Raymond or Magister Julian immediately. They'll raise the alert. Go. Again? Seriously?
Passionless, unblinking eye. The Magister turns to you with a scowl.
What?
The Magister glances at...
Keep out of it! That's what I want to know. The new leadership ought to learn to respect its veterans. We're the ones who uphold the rule of law, not white ponces like...
A sly smile.
Aye, and sooner than you might think, if the rumours are true. Let's just say, there's other places where I'd be appreciated more than I am in Driftwood.
The Magister loses some of his bluster.
I ain't saying. It's a secret for loyal members of the Divine Order. Shut your mouth, or I'll fling... I've warned you already, smart mouth. Clear out of here.
Go on then.
Bellwether, I need those reports, damn it.
Right away.
Nelson, my inkwell is dry. Fetch me some
I'm
more.
watching you, stranger. That's Magister business. Keep...
Bellwether, I need those reports, damn it.
Right away.
Nelson, my inkwell is...
I've warned you already, smart mouth. Clear...
none.
I'll yield to none.
Prepare yourself.
Glory is mine.
A painful death.
Good find. Yes, by all means, let us...
Magisters dropping left and right.
Driftwood, home of the Black Bull Tavern.
Latest news! Many a latest, my friend. The war, 7 sailors. Kill them all, I say. I mean, they doomed us.
The carved figure, your touch.
Wars are brewing, my friend, and our special prices for you, my friend. War is hell, my friend, but it's very good for business. Good luck to you.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Ah.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right. As long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Bishop Alexander was slain by sailors.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right. As long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination!
I'd give anything. Well met, friend.
You look down at the cart and see fish with flaking scales.
It's free to look. Just a fair travels, friend.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right. As long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right. As long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
My word, but you do look exhausted. Have at it. Got yourself
Than a
situated.
dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right. As long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Yup.
Ifan Ben Mesd is our living braze. I don't know how you got free, but it'll be back to the joy with you, and no mistake.
One eye squints. The other bulges out even further.
Oh, it's you, all right. It's definitely you.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Your little tricks won't work on me, Ben Mesd.
She considers your offer.
How much? So little. You can sit and think about your... Oh, that's it.
Who will?
Bellwether, I need those reports down.
The carved figure...
You needing supplies? Anything more?
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Why don't come over? Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Divine order to march against the ancient empire! Alexander was slain by
Your
Seeker!
fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town.
Until later, then.
We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, Wolf, and you let that bitty sawdust from a cell floor.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Don't come over.
I don't come this Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Have you anything that will protect against Voidwaker?
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But Voidwalking? God knows what'd stop those beasts.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
I don't come visit your tongue. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Wars are brewing, my special prices for war is hell, my friend, but it's very good for business. Good luck to you.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Bishop Alexander was slain by singers. Culprits still at large.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Protect against Voidwaker.
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But Voidwalking? God knows what'd stop those beasts.
Hear ye! Divine order to march against the ancient empire!
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
Buying or selling? Capital. Good luck to you.
Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
We Justinian executes 24 noblemen for insubordination!
right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Reed.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends.
Buying or selling? Capital. Good luck to you.
Torrents like fire, cold and poison. But wide walking. God knows what stopped those beasts. Cold.
Keeping it together, Reed.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Keeping it together, Reed.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Keeping it together, Reed.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Hello, mister.
The little boy looks...
You be careful. No, he's not. His daddy's a fisherman like most daddies round here.
They stare at you and...
You're weird. We're waiting for our friend.
He went swimming all the way for it. That's what I said. Fort Joy. He's going to find his mum and bring her back. That's right.
I think he's an idiot. And... Joe's mum's very nice.
That's it. Barrels and the chests. On the double.
Hope you ain't looking for work in this.
You too, Julian. Show 'em how it's done, man. Go on, you mute sacks of flesh. The Lord dread away.
The Magister stops, barking orders. He sniffs the air like a predator, turns to face you, the wolf eyeing the deer.
You do not get to tell me. Have you ever been strung up by the hands? Your body swinging like a bell's clap? I inquire because I enjoy...
He licks his lips.
See, I'd like to string you up too. Rack you with rods and leave you dangling over... Oh, no, that won't do at all. I'm very good at what I do. There was a whiff of something best convince me I was mistaken.
He leans in closer.
Interesting. So I was mistaken. Very well. In that case, we'll forego the gallows. Seems peaceful, but they do. I'm quite capable. But as you can see, consider for a moment the dwarf. What is he? I've need of a rat catcher. Of course, I must depart.
Stay behind? But I've my orders.
Like I said. And with that, I must be off. No hard feelings about the death threats of...
There's a moment of fleeting suspicion as his glove closes around the bones of your hand, but only a moment. He grins darkly.
How very... One last thing. The Magister's ear, should this happen, just wave this piece of parchment in their eager little faces. Adieu and good luck. The time has come, my stitched-lit lovelies. We set sail. Get on board and man your stations.
The Magister is rubbing the dirt off his robes.
You, the supposed source hunter. I'd be whining and dining aboard the Lord Dread if it weren't for you. Your meddling in Magister affairs had better be worth it. Yes, I am very much aware. Wasn't my damned head that hit the floor back there. Now answer me. Did you meet with the Magister caravan on your way in by the Bishop's bones? You saw it? Out with it, man. What happened? The pox on those bearded devil. Raymond, that old goat. Oh, too many things have gone wrong along Reed. Rumour has it the Dwarvian Queen herself is behind these acts of sabotage. That is what I want you to prove. They've always been... You know what Queen Justinia is. There's a local thug, Lohar. He runs an operation out of his hideout beneath the Black Bull Tavern. It may be interesting to have a word. It's wild territory. Should you find any such place, and better yet, prove in that case, go forth and let the hunt commence. Here I still am, and here you still are. Adrift and bloody driftwood.
You'd swear the shark was smiling at you. Hackles raised, the dog barks at the sand built up beneath the building.
There's something not right, and that's wrong. It's under the house thing there, and it's bad. I can smell it. You be careful now. What's under there smell...
I don't care if we tear this place apart plank by plank. We will find him.
The dog sniffs the wooden deck.
Something's wrong. I don't know, but there's something wrong, and it's underneath the floor. Be careful down there, missus.
There's a sorcerer somewhere in this worm-ridden dump. Have you seen him? Grey cloak, grey beard, satchel of books. Lucian's teeth. If you see anything suspicious, anything at all, report it immediately. Do you want? He's a sorcerer dressed as a tinkerer. He fled into this stinking shed, but we'll find him again. We'll have our...
The Magister's eyes flick to a nearby pipe.
Out, and you can get back to work.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
What?
Fasten tight.
Careful. I've spotted a trap. This place stinks. But some of these barrels look interesting. Lucky find.
Dripping with liquid sauce, this barrel is sealed and marked with a cross. From the barrel you set, nothing stirs, and inside you find not fish, but weapons. Powerful weapons.
Damned seven lords, you will all suffer. I know you, benders. I know your lupine light. The blood of legions trails you, benders. Stench of your past. Come play with me.
Here I still am, and yes? Have you anything to report? The rat bastards. Hid 'em right under our very noses. A marvellous find indeed. But a pity. But this smuggling operation must be part of... I trust I'll continue to have your Speaking of loyalty, here's a little incentive to keep up the good work.
Hello, mister.
The little boy beside...
We're waiting for...
Hello, mister.
The little boy beside...
We're waiting for Joe.
The bad things under the sand are dead, I think. But you smell funny. You smell of bad things. Maybe you killed the...
She crouches and...
The bad things under the sand are dead. That makes me sad.
She crouches.
There were bad things down there. You don't smell very good either. Are you a bad thing? That's what a bad thing would say. You...
You can stay there with the dirty lizards and Joe's mum until you're cured.
Take that, sorcerer.
You're dead, Alexander. Alexander, you're dead. You have to stay dead and...
Here, mister. Alexander doesn't have to stay dead, does he? I don't want to play a...
And Dallas will... And sorcerers have source collars to...
Dallas and her little Alexander...
I'm missing.
The dwarf is unnaturally still. You might mistake her for a corpse, were it not for a slight twitch of her. She calmly opens...
What do you want? Nah, nice quiet spot. Cobwebs, I reckon. Maybe some spiders and silverfish, rats. Nothing you want. Unless you collect cobwebs, I guess. Wine all you want.
Before you can ask more, the dwarf holds up...
You best get.
She rolls her... The dwarf is unnaturally still. She calmly opens...
What do you want? Cobwebs, I reckon. Maybe some spiders and Ain't hardly nothing. This is the warmest corner in the house. Wine all you want.
Before you can ask more, the dwarf holds... The dwarf is unnaturally still. She calmly opens her...
What do you want? Cobwebs, I reckon. Maybe some spiders and silverfish.
The dwarf unfolds...
All right, human. Right, glad Lohar ain't left. Those brutes are taking their sweet time down there. I gotta send word soon. Who knows? Anything that gives away what Mordus has been up to. Probably that weird priest been those half-wits, but get to it then. But tell them...
If we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? What? You got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours.
I've spotted something.
We'd have more luck asking Doodle to budge by our own hand.
I've spotted something.
A skull. A skull. It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty
Skull?
macabre.
It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty macabre.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? What? You got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck asking Doodle to open it for us than for to budge by our own.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open
A skull. It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty macabre.
Skull? It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty macabre.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? What? You got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours. We'd have more.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? What? You got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck asking Doodle to open it for us than for it to budge by our own hands.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? What? You got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck asking Doodle to open it for us than for it to budge by our own hands.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
Crowbar would open this thing. What? You got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours.
A skull. It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty macabre.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? What? You got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck asking Doodle to open it for us than for it to budge by our own hands.
Go on then.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? What? You got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck asking Doodle to open it for us than for
Ain't no rest for any dwarf. Ain't no rest for any...
on then.
By Duna's dagger. You here to free us or kill us?
You're not getting an answer till you keep your hands free of wands and such.
Good to see you'd rather flap your lips than... We're here looking for a slippery snake called Mordus.
Only thing we managed were to close that door behind us and get us stuck. Supposed to be another...
Ain't no telling where that priest went off to. Started acting all funny not so long ago. Well, at first, he was just buddying around with Lo. Then some stranger tried taking old Lo hard.
She taps her finger.
A woman knows things. Nothing's getting past me.
Still sniffing for blood, eh?
Well, let's just say killing a bunch of lowly dwarfs is...
Better to take them out now.
I suppose it's good for one's peace of mind to show a little compassion once in a while.
Glad I branded you wrong. Anything more you're wanting to know? Well, at first, he was just buddying around with Lo. Then some stranger tried taking old Lo.
She taps her finger.
A woman knows things. Best we head off then.
Well, this won't do. If I can get stuck, then I can get unstuck.
The shrine depicts Duna, yet has clearly seen better days. The stone is cold against your palm. Your words are swallowed by the chain. You run your hands along the exterior until your fingers graze the button noted in the schematic. The stone is cold against your palm. If there's no mistaking the sound of stone,
Ain't no rest for it.
Here I still am. Yes? Have you anything to report?
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. You're safe among friends.
My word, but you do have at it. Got yourself situated.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yep.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends.
Glad
Never
to see you well. Anything more? Until later, then.
Buying or selling?
Be wary. That hound has a nose for sauce.
So have we got your attention, boy?
What is it,
Must have picked up some...
Halt! The hounds haven't got a collar for. I'm sorry, but I can't let you leave. Hounds, at the ready. Fine. Do all the gallivant.
A fisherman stares at
The missus will kill me. She'll tear me a new mouth halfway down my neck. Fish will bite, all right. Not that you'd eat one. I've got a worse problem than that. Wait, I was casting a line and I cast me bloody wedding ring instead. Guess my fingers aren't as fat as they used to be. I could do that. I could. But seeing as the ring has a bit of sauce to it, like as not, going in there will attract Voidwoken. All things equal, between an angry wife and Voidwoken, I'm leaning towards the wife. I'm not asking you to risk your life on account of me and my marital woes.
What's this? I found something. More Voidwoken! Blessings on company is much desired.
Prepare yourself!
Ifan Ben Mezd is our living braze. I don't know how you...
One eye squint.
Oh. Your little tricks won't work on me.
She considers you...
How much?
The Magister grabs the...
Get out of here.
Healing.